I'll play you one of my one original jazz tune that I wrote 9 years ago or 10 years ago. Kind of remember it. So I don't remember what I called this. But this was a song I wrote when I was in Michigan State. So it's like, shit, I forgot this song. Yeah. I don't remember what that song called, but shit. Oh. I don't know. Do you want me to play some? This is my favorite jazz song ever. What is that word you call people that have that what is it
empath?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I think I am. So I connect to stuff where I feel like there's some, I like to call it some gut to it, I guess, that there's you can hear there's some trouble there, but it's still very beautiful, It's it's still got that color and that just that sensuality to it, I guess. I really connect to music like that. I started doing music when I was 6 years old. Started playing piano, classical piano, on Kennedy Street, Sewell Music Conservatory. I was inspired early on by Janet Jackson, and she kind of was the first artist that I got into that even placed the idea of being a performer. My teacher was Harlan Jones. He's actually the founder of the conservatory as well, and his son, Alan Jones, is also a drummer. I see Harlan as, in a way, as another father figure. Coming up in music and coming up as a kid is not something that I separate. They're both one and the same. So in a way, that was a part of my coming of age, It was the first time I was introduced to jazz, so it gave me an opportunity to open up my ear very early on, which I'm more than sure has affected my taste at this point.
But those are basically the books that we like to use. It started off here with piano pieces, starting off from the elementary level. Then we go from reading music with Fairlease, the song that's in here, and the Bach Prelude, and all these standard classical songs are in here. So we could learn some God Bless America and Star Spangled Banner, this kind of stuff is in here written in the grand staff. We learn that, and then from here, we go to the fake book, and we make sure that we can learn how to harmonize a melody. But our motto of the school, and Jenna has been a real success in terms of living out the motto, is that we bring out the music in you. So you learn all of this stuff to be able to have an idea of how to express yourself using the same chords, the same notes that they use for melodies, but just to be manipulated in your own way to make your own unique melody with your own unique harmony and rhythm. Jenna was a very unique student. That's why I pulled out the primary level that she started with just knowing 3 notes and making sure that she had a sound foundation of reading music. And she was a real enthusiastic student, and I always say that I never hold back my students, so I always put it on them. She started taking lessons, and within less than a year's time, as I asked all of my students, I said, well, what song would you like to learn? And she said that Beethoven's Pathétique. This is very hard, but I will never tell my students no. I will never, what I consider, put my limitations on a student, because I may think it's hard for them or it was too hard for me. No, we're going to learn it measure by measure, note by note. And like I said, she hadn't been taking piano lessons for less than a year. She did not have the physical ability to play that song, but she was able to acquire the technique that it takes to play the song by learning the song. And that's what I always realize, is that if you just work on it measure by measure, that's gonna, if I was to give her Mary Had a Little Lamb, she would have to practice that and struggle through that to be able to learn that. So why not struggle through something with some complexity and something that's going to be really challenging, and especially if you have the discipline to pull off. Yeah, get her a plan. You want to look it up, Jenna? You want to do a song? Getting the piano tune Wednesday, Jenna.
Okay.
So if you want to come back and do it again, with the piano's tuned.